Good day, good people. It's time to find any year of the vibrant Tuning Day Bravo Dave and I'm Anomalocaris. You know, half the time I try and say that very fast, Anomalocaris just goes, welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I'm the United States Aviator and my voice is feeling great today. Hopefully it lasts for the entire recording. We are entering chapter or episode 5. And I think after this, it'll probably take us to around the halfway point of this experience, if not just over or just under. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm excited to get back into it. Last time, our boy, Koseki? Soseki? Denzel Crocker of Japan. He was released and not murdered. Which is interesting. So the Curse of the Reaper is a little bit different than we expected, I suppose. Unless he dies like right now, which is possible. Unknown, but let's actually see the starting scene for the Hound of the Bakersvilles.
It's coming! Sholmes's cry pierced through the thick wall of fog around us. Wisps of vapor flowed over the pistol as I cocked it, and I waited, breathlessly, in the stillness. The silence lasted for what seemed an eternity, until, at last, it appeared. From the shadows of the cloud, an enormous beast sprang out upon us. A hound it was, but not such a hound as any mortal has ever seen. Its eyes glowed with a smoldering glare. The whole of its ox-sized body was outlined in white-hot flames.
Ox-sized?
Its rumbling pant and hideous howl, so terrified was I that I began to tremble with fear. Look well, Wilson, Sholmes declared, gazing upon the mystical beast. For this is the diabolical hound of the Baskervilles.
Oh, Baskervilles, huh? Definitely didn't see that first S. Also, he can't immediately start this thing by yelling "it's coming" and then the next sentence saying he cocked it. That's crazy work. Sherlock, chill. Our first 2 months in London. Oh my gosh, we have a time skip. 2 months in London passed by in a flash. And that disconcerting courtroom experience we were thrown into on the day we arrived in the country, and in Soseki-san's terrible ordeal that had followed closely behind, we emerged victorious. However, then came an abrupt end to our opportunities to appear in court. What? Which was hardly surprising, of course, since I was nothing more than an amateur, an unknown student of law from a faraway land. So life in our little office was very quiet. That is, until it was shattered one day by that fateful telegram. Okay, so what he's saying is, so apparently they didn't get any more people who were like, yeah, I need some defense, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, he's a guy who's had 2 cases. But I'll keep it a buck with you. I understand, but, like, I think the people of Britain, or anywhere, really, because I think we have some Scots that come through here as well. We've seen Russians, I believe. He's beaten the Reaper twice. I feel like that should at least give him some notoriety, you know what I mean? Telegram, what's up? Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Nice. Little knock, knock, knock. That's not a telegram. That morning, I was woken by an unreserved knocking on the door by the telegram boy. Okay, it is a telegram. But after he'd gone, Suzuto-san's behavior became very obviously strange. Suzuto-san? Why are you staring out the window? Yes, sir! It's time to leave for court already. Is it? What? Huh? Let me see. What case is it today? I don't think I'm scheduled to defend anyone at the moment, am I? Oh, no, of course not. How silly of me. But I think Iris said she would make us breakfast this morning. So, shall we go down to Mr. Sholmes' suite? Yes! Iris makes the most delicious breakfast food. She does, doesn't she? And once our bellies are full, we can leave for court in fighting fit form. Susato, we don't have a case. Let me see, what case is it today? Here we go again. You okay, girl? What about that telegram? So what was it about? The telegram that was delivered this morning, I mean. Oh, a telegram? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh man, I pray that it's not like the telegram said, sorry, Soseki-san is... he is gone, he is a long goner. Sorry, but you're not going to get away with that. Well, I didn't think I would. Actually, don't give it a moment's thought. It's nothing interesting. Boring, in fact. It was a boring old telegram. That's 3 times she's tried and failed to convince me that it was nothing. I promise that I'll tell you about it at some point. Alright. I understand. Why is she keeping it a secret from us? What could it be? Maybe they're calling us back to Japan or something. Maybe, I don't know, something or other. It's a telegram's kind of interesting. Soseki-san? I suppose Soseki-san will have arrived back in Japan now, won't he? Yes, I should think so. He left immediately after that terrible ordeal. Which would mean that he should have completed the voyage already, or be just a few days away. A fortnight ago, we had that very long telegram from him, do you remember? Complaining of seasickness? But by and large, it seems the voyage has been going well. Right? Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san? I was just wondering, what might have become of Soseki-san had he stayed in London, that's all. You mean, as regards Lord Von Zeeks, the Reaper? Yeah, I can't help wondering if seasickness would have paled in significance to that case. Or in that case, rather. The Reaper. Here comes the Reaper, the Bailey. Was all of this, like, optional dialogue? Could I have just gone downstairs, actually? I think I might have been able to. Whatever. I like me some optional dialogue. What is it they say? No one who stands in the dock can be saved from the Reaper, right? Like the way that nightmarish trial ended on the very day we arrived in London. Even 2 months ago, that cause of that dreadful fire is still a mystery. Really? That's... I hope we get that case. Yes, but at least Soseki-san is safely out of the country. Presumably, that means... that the curse of the Reaper can only take effect within the confines of the city of London, perhaps? I don't know if that's true. Didn't we hear something along the terms of, like, even people who tried to escape, like, fell to the Reaper's course or something? Even if that's the case, it's little comfort, rather. I have a terrible sense of... a foreboding. If the legend of the Reaper is to be believed, it would mean that he wields the Sword of Justice himself. But I have the Sword of Justice. Come to think of it, I wonder what he's been up to these past 2 months. Surely not wielding that sword against more acquitted defendants. No, I don't think so. Apparently Lord Van Zeeks hasn't appeared in court once since our last encounter. Is he only going for our cases? Oh? Yes, on Soseki's trial, he's withdrawn from judicial service again, it seems. Really? Just like before, when he wasn't seen in court at all for several years. Okay. So, maybe he withdraws when he actually is defending against someone who was legitimately innocent or something. I'm unsure. So it's just me who's had to face him recently in this spate of trials, rather. Just my luck. Susato. I wonder if luck doesn't come into it. Sorry? What was that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. No, I'm kind of with her. We don't have Clockman in here. Strongheart, I think. Because Strongheart gave us both of those 2 cases, didn't he? Really might not be luck. There are a good number of other cases. There are a good number of other cases that he could have given us. More than likely. When you're ready, let's go downstairs for breakfast. I'm ready. Well, I mean, we could actually look around here for a little bit. I don't think we ever got a chance to look around here. We got a pen and paper. Is that a fish tank? We were rather lucky to find that old aquarium left behind here. The prawns we put in there are doing rather well. And the anemones, too. They got some anemones. It's a wonderful invention, isn't it? The sea behind glass inside your room. Another example of Great Britain's greatness. Having to clean it out and change the water isn't so great, though, is it? That's fair. Dude, if I had to, like, if I didn't have a filter on Pilot's tank, a canister filter, and I had to do this, like, just actually, like, take her out, dump all the water out, and change all the water instead of doing, like, a quarter change, dude. It would be tragic. I didn't mean to click that. I wanted to come over here. See what's in the teapot. And look out the window. It's spring at last. Oh, it's no longer going to be cold and snowy. The weather is warmer now, but I love the smell of fire and steam rising from the kettle. Oh, would you like some tea, Mr. Naruto-san? Thank you, Susato-san, but I'm alright for now. With the green tea Susato makes me from time to time, and Iris's unique herbal fusions, this place is a paradise for a true tea lover. Okay, I'm here for it. Green tea is, I need to buy some more tea. I only have, like, one brand of, not one brand of tea, but one, like, selection of tea left in my cupboards. I need to go tea shopping. And I don't like it. It's one of those teas that I don't want to have all the time, but it's a tea that I do enjoy, you know what I mean? It's got, like some cherry in it as well. It's a fruit tea. Go on. I think we're pretty much done here for the most part. Wait, I need to click the... I see one thing that I need to click. The Daruma doll I brought with me from home. Still with one eye colored in. I'd say the color... I said I'd color the other when I won my first court case here in Britain, but... But you have one, haven't you? Twice, in fact. Because I feel as though I'm still lacking as a lawyer. I can't wait for him to color it in. I'll tell you what. Why don't you color the other eye in once you think I'm a proper, fully fledged lawyer? If you insist. I think it would be nice for her to just walk over there and color it in now. That would be very nice. This is what I still have to... I can't even click this ladder? That's unfortunate. I know what game this is. Ridiculous. A shovel. That's not what I wanted to click. I wanted to click a shovel, thank you. That spade has been here since we started renting the place. Oh, that's not a spade, Mr. Naruto. It's a shovel. No, no! No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material as a spade. Just as I was saying over there, man, I didn't get my step ladder versus ladder argument. Instead, I have a freaking spade versus shovel argument. Moments after. That's kind of hilarious. No, spades are for digging. That's scooping up loose. That's for scooping up loose material, rather. It's a shovel. I don't want to dig a hole for myself, so let's leave it. I have to click on every shovel or spade in this game. That's definitely a shovel, by the way. Definitely a shovel. I'm kind of curious about this chest. Only been here for about 2 months, but my desk is starting to look a little messy already. You can tidy up once in a while. Susato-san, I always say, making a mess is a small sacrifice to pay for being able to further your studies. And time spent tidying up, you can't devote to the same cause. And time spent on ridiculous arguments is time that could be better spent on simple housework. Ooh, she wins. I was gonna say, but I'm supposed to be the lawyer here. Well, she is clearly the judicial assistant. She saved you several times in court. Let's move to the home suite. Let's get some breakfast. What you making? She making pancakes? I promise you, if she's making waffles, I'll see you guys next week. Morning, Runo. Morning, Susie. Oh my gosh. Can we go back upstairs? Can you bring breakfast to us? Good morning, Iris. Iris? What is it, Bruno? What is that terrible noise? It sounds like a cat being strangled. I was thinking, I was like, is a cat dying in here? Ah, yes. You noticed that, did you? Hurley isn't in the best form this morning, it seems. Hello. Oh, I've never seen him like this. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Good morning. Good morning to die, perhaps. Has something happened, Mr. Sholmes? You look miserable, and the way you were playing the violin before... My analytical mind is dead. Music is dead. The world is dead. Damn this blanched existence. That's all it is, my dear fellow. Nothing of consequence. Huh. I don't think he's okay. I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, Iris, isn't it time we ate? Some dry toast and insipid coffee for me. If it's not too much trouble. Cat. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, look, it's Wagahai. Wagahai? I guess we did adopt the cat from, Soseki. Good morning, boy. Oh my gosh, what a champ. Look at his bow tie. That must be some sort of tiny door, for cats to use. But how did it get there? Someone must have invented it. Well then, everyone, time for breakfast. Oh, wonderful. Let me help you, Iris. It would indeed be a fine day to die. Ah, I knew something looked different. Oh, his analytical machine. Something's missing from Mr. Sholmes' desk. Where's the cat? Hi, Iris. Bye, Iris. Where's the cat? Man, I wanted to see the cat, not talk to Mr. Sholmes. What's good, Iris? Yes, the cat. Mr. Natsume's cat seems to have settled right into his new home then. Oh, yes, and I've become very attached to little Woggy. It would appear his previous owner has completely forgotten him. Cats are unfeeling creatures. Their mews are as empty as the hearts of the muses. Look at him! If Mr. Natsume had no intention of taking Woggy back to Japan, I wonder why he kept him in the first place. I expect he would have taken him if he could. But pets are strictly forbidden aboard steamships in our experience. Oh, yeah, actually. And for good reason. Terrible things can happen if the rules of passage are not obeyed. Fair enough. Well, I don't mind, because Woggy is adorable. W. Oh my gosh, the ear flicker too? That's the new best character in the game. All hail, Woggy. The best in the world. The number one. Salute to Woggy. That's my boy. Oh, yes, he really is. Well, yes, what about the door? I remember seeing that tiny thing in the door before. Where did that come from? Oh, you noticed it. Very observant, Reno. Look, I used this. It's my latest invention. What? What is that? I call it the Cat Flap-O-Mat. Oh gosh, a machine for making doors just for cats? That's right. It can make a cat flap for a little furry friend and like Woggy in seconds. And it can do any door, no matter what it's made of. It's very powerful, you see. So, she's about to like get a steel door and say, "All right, Woggy, get in there." Meow. Wouldn't it have been quicker to just make the cat flap rather than making a machine to make the cat flap? Well, Yeah, maybe, but now I can make cat flaps anywhere I like. Oh, I think it's wonderful. You must make one for us and the door in our office upstairs, Iris. She really knows how to come up with unconventional inventions, this girl. Hee hee hee. Anything else? No, okay. Very good. I got to see the cat, so you know, that's all I really wanted. Look at Mr. Sholmes' desk. It's completely clear. Isn't that enormous machine usually on it? We can never hope to understand what goes on in the great mind, the great detective's mind, Mr. Naruhodo. Why, next time we are invited, we may find he's vacated the entire suite. That's scarily plausible, actually. I could see him doing exactly that. Hey, buddy. Wait, hold on a minute. Y'all got any shovels in here? Just gotta make sure. That's our new bit in this game, apparently. Okay. Here. You wanna die, Sholmes? You seem very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. What's happened? It used to be the case that my hands, this violin sung like the dawn chorus. Its melissonant tones would make flowers bloom. It would? But now, the muses are all unamused with me. The goddesses of music have thrown me over. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? He's got writer's block. For hours I have bowed, for days even. Through the night I have endeavored to no avail. That sound, my tone, is lost. That brilliant, clear, unwavering tone. Gone forever! No more recitals of unbridled emotion. Did you catch something from Soseki? Well, you haven't been practicing much lately, have you, Hurley? Don't worry, I'm sure it'll come back to you in time. Heed my words, Mr. Naruhodo. The goddesses of the arts are fickle. One day they bestow genius on a man. The next, they unmercifully withdraw it. Oh dear. Why is this happening to me? If they take the turn I have for the violin from me, what is left, for pity's sake? What is left? Your great detectiveness? Right, deduction perhaps? Isn't that what you're known for? I was gonna say, your deductive abilities. And your deductive machine. Mr. Sholmes, I don't like to pry, but your desk looks rather empty today. Ah, well done, Miss Susato. Your observational skills do you credit. No, Mr. Sholmes. They pale in significance when compared to yours, and that thing is massive. It would be hard to miss that it was gone. You'd struggle not to notice, wouldn't you? Thank you, Renosuke. You mean Hurley's great analytoscope? That's at, Windibanks now. Windibanks? Sorry, it's at Windy Bank? I'm with you, Renosuke. That's what I was like, what this Windy Bank is? No, Windibanks, the pawnbrokery. Oh. Pawn? What? We pawned it off? You mean you pawned that enormous machine of yours? It has some considerable value, you see. Quite undeservingly. But isn't it a very important machine for your work? Didn't you never finish it? I do wish if you had consulted us, if your situation had become so desperate. I should have gladly passed what little income I have to you. No, Susato. Dear Madame, things are far from desperate, rather. But the pawnbroker has your wonderful machine. How can it be anything but desperate? Making use of a pawnbrokery is quite ordinary here in London, I assure you. Is it? It doesn't sound ordinary at all. It would seem, I love depressed Sholmes, actually. It would seem that neither of you fully understand how pawnbroking works. Oh? What's to understand exactly? Yeah, what is to understand? Is there something more to giving up an item and getting money in return? Pardon me. What did you mean when you said that we didn't fully understand how pawnbroking works, huh? To the people of London, pawnbrokeries are akin to banks. Banks? On Mondays, merchants relinquish their finest jackets and trappings to their pawnbroker of choice. Oh. With the money they receive in return, they are able to trade happily through the week. And on Saturdays, they go to recover their things using the money they've earned. Oh. I had no idea. This has been a fascinating lesson for us. Everyone does it, you see, especially people in inner London. And should they have money to spare, they would purchase another fine jacket. Not to wear, obviously, but to pawn, should the need arise. Oh, how ingenious! And so, whenever we have something that needs getting in the way, we leave it at Windybanks, you see? A pawnbrokery can be thought of as an extremely secure vault. Who would have thought that even the pawnbrokers are different here in Great Britain? Huh. Someone's taking that thing. Of course, you have to watch Hurley with it. Sometimes he pawns things that he really shouldn't. Don't you, Hurley? Is that what happened? What does it matter? The world is dead to me now. What a struggling artist. Oh my gosh, Waggy. Oh, what was that? Waga High? Uh-oh. Oh god, did he just destroy the violin? What was that? Oh no! Waga High's tangled up in your violin! I think he thinks it's a toy. No! What's he doing to it? Oh dear. Mr. Sholmes' precious violin. Why should I care? What? I shouldn't be surprised. If the cat is a more accomplished musician than I now. Well, admittedly, his little scrabbling with the violin sounded better than Herlock Sholmes trying to play it earlier. Mr. Sholmes really is in poor spirits, isn't he? Well, anyway. He really is sad, and she's like, well, anyway, I'll put it back where it lives, shall I, Hurley? Out of the cat's reach if possible. Maybe we should assess the damage, huh? Can I? Oh, it's not that bad. So this is the violin, is it? Just has one string out of place, it looks like. It's a Stradivarius, one of the finest violins in the world, made by the renowned Italian luthier, Antonio Stradivari. Okay. Oh, I see. It doesn't really look like anything special to me. It looks like a normal old violin. I happened upon it covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down a nondescript back alley. The broker had no idea of its value, so I was able to purchase it for a mere 50 shillings. How honorable of you! Until today, it's been my faithful companion in every great Paganini-inspired performance I've made. I ask you, is there reason to live in a world devoid of music to tolerate this blanched existence? No! There is none. He's very depressed. Mr. Sholmes? What, dear madame, what? My thoughts are preoccupied with fancies of release from this dull routine. I hope it's just out of tune. Well, it's about the violin. It looks like it's very different to normal, don't you think? What do you mean, Miss Susato? Oh, Susie's right. Yes, the tone of the wood is completely different. Why are you playing the suspense music for this? And that's not all. I'm sure there was no crack here before. Wait, it's not even the right size, is it? Oh, wait, what? What's this? This is a viola? Not a violin? I'm terribly sorry to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrument isn't a violin at all. Then, what? Yeah, it's an entirely different instrument called a viola. Yeah, I was gonna say, you said smaller violin. What? And falling all the way down is actually great. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, are you alright? You're right. You're quite right. This isn't my faithful Stradivarius. So what, pray, is this piece of string flotsam? Not your faithful performing partner, then. Ah, I see what must have happened. You do? This is just a simple mix-up. Is it? Sounds like Iris might be able to tell us exactly what happened if we ask her. What is our case? What's this mix-up, I suppose, is the first question we should ask him. What do you mean by a mix-up, Iris? Well, you see, this viola, I mean, was at Windy Banks until last week. Oh, at the pawnbrokers? Not Mr. Wait, hold on. So did he pawnbroke off his violin and we got a viola back? Not Mr. Sholmes' beloved music partner. There's a proverb from the East with which you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. Always let a beloved child travel. Yes, indeed. Not your violin. So you sent your beloved violin to the pawnbrokers in hopes that it would experience personal growth? Oh, what a wonderful idea. No, it's stupid, Susato. Stop. Don't encourage him. Last week I pawned off my great analytoscope in order to release my precious instrument. But it would appear that Mr. Windybank mistakenly furnished me with this tawdry fiddle instead. But my ears cannot be deceived by the hollow timbre of this piece of timber. Well, first of all, they were. Until Susato was like, this doesn't look like a violin at all. Look at my book. No, but your every sense was deceived by the fact that it just had strings. Pshaw. Not a pshaw. Not a real pshaw. I don't think I've ever seen pshaw typed out. A fine state of affairs, this is. And I always say, Mr. Naruhodo, never trust a pawnbroker. They will try to fiddle you every time. Didn't you just, yeah, I was gonna say, but earlier you told us that you could think of a pawnbroker as an extremely secure vault, right? You praised the pawnbroker a moment ago. I feel like I'm getting fed a bunch of false information, Mr. Sholmes. Come, Mr. Naruhodo, dilly-dallying will not get you anywhere. I'm sorry? Quenching your toast with that vacant, aspect. Fressing your coffee so obtusely. Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct, considering the urgency with which we are faced? What do you mean? This is what you are faced with. We have no stock in this game. I was fine with you being depressed, personally. We must visit Mr. Windybank's brokery at once. Isn't that right, Mr. Sholmes? Precisely, Miss Susato. Without a moment's delay. You can't keep doing this to me, Susato. You can't keep egging him on. Stop. But I haven't finished my eggs and bacon. Okay, so we had eggs, bacon, and toast. She did a good job. We can continue playing the episode. My dear fellow, surely you do not intend to crunch your bacon with an increasingly vacant aspect? To fresh your egg with ever more obtusely? I'm gonna fight you, Sholmes. I will obtuse my eggs and crunch my bacon as much as I want. Alright, say no more. Let's go then. Don't worry, Bruno. I'd be happy to heat it up for you again later. Oh, thank you, Iris. As it happens, I'm rather curious to see what a British pawnbroker looks like. Goodness gracious. Alright, I will save very quickly. I need to go and check on something. But I will be right back. Literally, I'll probably be back in like 5 minutes. And we will continue. Let's go to this pawnbroker. Did we already talk to him? When he became, yes, okay, I was gonna say, he became less depressed. I wanted to see if he had anything else to say. Oh, okay. We could probably go here immediately, but let's check out Baker Street first. Yeah, because I actually don't believe we've been able to look at Baker Street before, right? There's a store for rent. That's 221B, where we live. Oh, sure, look at it. It's already been 2 months since we started lodgings here above Mr. Sholmes' office. There's our office! I still can't quite believe it. You know, it's nice seeing, like, not snow and seeing some, like, greenery around. Oh, I know. To actually be sharing accommodation with the world's greatest detective. World's greatest, okay. If I ever find myself before a court of law now, I will have not one regret. What? What? I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd be happy to defend you, of course. Yeah, I was gonna say, what on earth? Yeah, there's not a lot going on the street, actually. Well, it's not just, yeah, I was gonna say, this is actually 2 locations. This one is closed and this one is closed, unless this is all one building, which it actually might be. 1 building, 2 doors. Oh, so I assume above, we're probably staying in 221A Baker? No, maybe not. Where's B? I'm sorry, where's A? 221A Baker Street. Kind of expected it to be like a twofold building, but, huh. Unless they're counting the quote-unquote attic. Like, they described it as an attic, so I wouldn't assume that would be A, but hey, who knows. There's a pawnbroker. Look at all the different things in the window of the shop. Ah, that's Windy Banks, the pawnbroker. It looks much smaller than a pawnbroker in Japan, doesn't it? It's bigger on the inside. Yeah, you're right. I find pawn shops at home rather inapproachable, personally. Reminds me of tearfully parting with my favorite fountain pen. I felt so miserable. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh my gosh. Anywho. Let's actually go into Windy Banks. And find a murder or something. Probably not. A lot of stuff. So this is a British pawnbrokery. Oh my! There are all sorts of tools and contraptions here that I've never laid eyes on before. Ah, Susato-san, and that spark of wonder in your eyes. You can't wait to scour the shelves, can you? I get the impression you enjoy places like this. Oh yes, sir. Oh yes, sir. I don't know why, but seeing a lot of things I don't understand is a real thrill for me. My dear fellows, let us not forget why we're here. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, you're back to normal. I can't wait until he's depressed again. I like depressed Sholmes. We are calling on matters of business, not pleasure. And clearly Mr. Sholmes means business too, considering the spark of fury in his eyes, his boxing stance. Mr. Sholmes, sir, welcome back. Did you hear that brazen welcome? Well, yeah, we are potential customers after all. We are disgruntled customers, Mr. Naruhodo, and it's time to inform Mr. Windybanks of our ire. Come, the fight is afoot, not the fight is afoot. That's crazy. Yeah, excuse me, Mr. Windybanks, there are things that I want to look at. Oh my gosh, a little justice thing. What are you doing, my dear fellows? We're not here for interesting curios. We have come to teach this pawnbroker a lesson. Oh, but there are so many fascinating items. It looks as though we'll have to talk to Mr. Windybanks first before we can explore in here, Miss Susato-san. I was just gonna go and say, I see a certain something. Hello, sir. I wonder, can I ask you something? A gentleman from the east, I see. Yes, that's sable suit. I could offer you 6 pence for it. 6 pence, huh? Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull. Sorry? Ah, but for your splendid attire, ma'am, 5 guineas no less. The colors are exquisite, the design exotic, the Eastern artistry at its finest, may I say. Oh my, 5 guineas, you say? How interesting. Why do I feel as though I've suffered some sort of defeat here? Yeah, you got 6 pence, my dude. Actually, I was hoping to ask about your business. I've heard it said rather that pawnbrokers are used rather like banks here in London. Yes, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize the establishment as you described. I appraise their items and offer them a proportionate loan on 2 months of secure storage. If in that time they repay the original sum to me plus the agreed interest, their items are happily returned. But what happens if they don't pay you the money? I sell them. The items are offered for sale in my shop. as you can see on the shelves behind me. So you never sell items before the 2 months has passed then. That's right, ma'am, that's right. Which means some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders. Should a customer's precious belongings be lost, the only recompense is for me to end it all. End it all, oh my gosh. The very idea, Mr. Windybanks, is an absurdity. One should never talk of one's demise so casually. Sholmes, do you not remember the first 30 minutes of this episode? Says the man who was telling us it was a good day to die only this morning, right? And let us not forget what I've already helped you take measures to ensure such a tragedy never occurs. Oh, what kind of measures? I engineered a simple device which Mr. Windybank has installed here in his shop. I call it the Red-Handed Recorder. Is that not so, Mr. Windybank? What was that deep sigh about? What is this? I would love to ask about the violin. But screw Sholmes, what about this red-handed recorder? What on earth is a red-handed recorder? Use my eyes. Use your eyes, rather, dear fellow. There are 2 just below the ceiling. 2 cameras. I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device. Very astute. It is indeed a camera furnished with some hundreds of pieces of celluloid film. Every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop. Here's the problem. He's gonna have to buy film often. Every 30 minutes? Because I'm assuming he probably takes it at all manners of the day. Here, I have an example I can show you. So a crime is going to happen here, is what I've just learned. Ah yes, a print from the camera set to record the activity at the counter. Shop counter. I developed a special type of film so sensitive, it can produce a crystal clear image even in darkness. Really? That's extraordinary. I also have a picture of a dog on the counter. That's probably going to be our beast. Yes, you can clearly see the counter and the door behind it. So you see, were someone to enter the premises with ill intent, his identity would be, summarily exposed. Not necessarily. Unless he was standing there for the half hour that it happened. But, did you not say that the photographic prints were taken at 30-minute intervals? Indeed, as you say, my dear madame. Then what if the incident were to occur between those times? One could only say, that would be a cruel twist of fate. So you're telling me this essentially only takes a image of the scene of the crime every 30 minutes. Dude. I must confess your devices have been giving me some cause for distress as of late. I beg your pardon, Mr. Windybanks. Surely they are anything but distressing. Reassuring is the word. It's the cost of the film, sir. That's what I was saying. To replace that so often is gonna probably be expensive. You most graciously place not 1 but 2 cameras in my shop after all, which means I must pay for nigh 100 utterly useless prints every single day. Oh, they take 100 prints? It shouldn't be 100 prints every day, right? Oh, it should be because he's got 2 cameras. No, he's entirely right. That sucks. Because they're every half hour. Dude, yeah, that sucks. 96 prints. I'm afraid the cost of the film will break me before I'm very much older. Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbroker, no? No, it's not a small price to pay. Didn't you hear him? It's literally a very large price to pay. My dear fellows, we're on the verge of an age where safety and security come at a price. Oh, heavens help us. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. How about this violin? Let's finally talk about it, I guess. Naturally, you will recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes? This second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windybank. The color of the wood is different, it has holes in it, and it's not even the same size. A wonderful summary of our observations, Mr. Sholmes. I'm so very sorry, sir. How utterly unforgivable of me. An inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker. There's only one way to make amends. He grabs a knife. Oh! No, he grabbed a gun! Oh! No! No! I shall have to take my own life. To have this joyous music playing on this shocking scene. I don't think that will be necessary, do you? If I may say just one thing before I pop off. Yes? It was you, sir, Mr. Sholmes, who took it upon himself to remove the item the other day, I believe. Sorry? Oh, so you suck. So you are awful. It is not his fault at all. As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, here it is. You did? And when I turned to controvert you, you had taken the viola and left, sir. However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall not grumble or grouse any longer. May this guilt die with me. No, stop, my dear fellow. The fault is mine. Ooh. It would appear that the fight is over. The fight was afoot. I do humbly apologize, Mr. Windybank. Evidently, my questionable disposition precipitated this tragedy. Well, you wouldn't be Mr. Herlock Sholmes without that questionable disposition now, would you? Ha! I do believe you may be right, sir. It's either laugh or cry, I suppose. Both. You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. I need remind you of your peculiar collection of items you've brought through my door in the past. Oh? Peculiar items? In the extreme, ma'am, for example, the unpublished manuscript of an Eponymous work, the novels of Herlock Sholmes, or some such. Oh my, a new full-fledged novel? And unpublished? A story I've yet to read, you mean? Forgive me. Wait, no, before you die, you must tell me more, Laval! Before you die, tell me more! I must know more. Tell me everything. Wow, Susanoo-san is really fired up now. Is there really an unpublished story under this very roof? Well, one day this gentleman here brought an old metal chest, you see. I should like to entrust this to your care for a while, Mr. Windybank. For a chest like that, 1 shilling, sir, not a far thing more. 1 shilling is crazy. It houses something of a very great value indeed. The latest manuscript, recounting the adventures of one Mr. Herlock Sholmes. I beg your pardon, a manuscript? You wish to deposit a manuscript? Indeed I do, for I am confident it will be quite safe here. Why? Why a manuscript? And that was that. As such, Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of... Pardon me, I'm yawning today. Latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom. Mr. Sholmes, is that really true? Do I sense that someone doesn't want to talk about this? Is it April? It's April, apparently. April 1 something. Maybe 15th? It's either 15th, maybe 18th. I shall continue to pay your fee. I shall continue rather to pay your fee, do I not? Then kindly continue to store my belongings securely. Of course, sir, of course. They're safe and sound with me, I assure you, on my life. Wild. This is all very strange. Now then, Mr. Sholmes, allow me to return your precious violin. The very thing. Thank you, Mr. Windybank. Perhaps this might mark the end of the peculiar items you tried to pop, Because if anything were to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer. I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone could get hurt. Fear not. Sorry? I've only loaded a single bullet. No one but myself could possibly be harmed. I see we are definitely laying out the set of potentials for murder. That's not really what I meant. Good day to you then, Mr. Windybank. It has been a pleasure as always, Mr. Sholmes. Don't take me out. Don't let me leave. Great. Okay, great. So, Mr. Naruhodo, now we can explore at last. Heard. Y'all know what I want. No, this isn't what I want. Look at that enormous ledger on the counter here. Mr. Windybank is, if nothing else, very particular about recording the items he accepts. He'd have to be, otherwise he'd get himself in all sorts of trouble, which might explain the thing that catches my eye far more than the ledger. The gun. This revolver here. Do not entertain even a single thought of pilfering an article herein, my dear fellow. What? I assure you, Mr. Windybank would not hesitate to draw that weapon with a speed belying his portly size. Oh, you don't mean he'd... blow his brains out? Indeed. Oh no, in recompense for his blunder. Oh my. But in any case, of course we would never do such a thing. How could you even suggest it? Well, I mean, I wanted to look at that, but that's unfortunate that well, whatever. So that's the whole, pretty much the whole desk. Can I actually look at this? Oh, it's probably the door behind. There seems to be a little door behind the curtain here. That leads to the storage room where Mr. Windybank keeps articles that are currently in the pawn. Ooh, I wonder if the closed store that is next to the pawn shop is going to be either the site of a murder or how they sneak into the pawn storage. Interesting. There's nothing of particular rather interest inside. I certainly wouldn't recommend any larcenous activity. Recommend it or not, it's not something I tend to do. But there's but one key rather, Mr. Windybank keeps it in his pocket at all times. Alright, well, but one key and he keeps it in his pocket at all times. We are really setting everything up. Before he sleeps, he places it into a small pot which he slides under his pillow. How on earth did you know about that, Mr. Sholmes? I am a detective, sir. It is my business to know what others do not. I am frequently assailed by information that I neither care for nor wish to retain. It's a blessing and a curse. Mr. Sholmes, you are a wonder. And the prime suspect of this pawnbrokery ever is burgled. I think it will either be burgled or there will be a dead person yonder. A lot of clocks. I'm surprised I didn't want to do the clock over here. Maybe this, what is this? Look at this, what could this lovely big shiny box be? I actually have no idea what this is. That, my dear madame, is a music box. Surely you have such things in your own country. It's huge for a music box. Oh my, yes, but I've certainly never seen one so large before. Shall we listen a while? Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me bump up the volume a little bit. Yeah, man, this is gonna be the soundtrack to somebody's demise. Ah, what a sublime sound. It's like the music of angels. I've never heard anything like it before in my life. This particular specimen of the larger variety commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There's a metal disc inside on which the notes to be played are recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played. Oh, replacing the disc. When we come back in here after there's been a robbery or murder, we're definitely gonna have to play that music box. My goodness, what a simply delightful machine. Indeed, though their popularity has waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course. Science and technology advance at an overwhelming pace. I love this giant music box. I didn't know they made them that big, to be honest. Hello, shelves. What an assortment of things that are on these shelves over here. Look, you don't have to click on all of them. Just look at all of them here right now. Crockery, footwear, clocks, watches. Almost anything you care to imagine. Maybe even, that looks like it. I was going to say, is there poison? And it looks like there actually might be bottles of poison there. Those are forfeited items offered for sale by the pawnbroker. What does that really mean, though? When you pawn or colloquially pop an item at the broker's loans, the broker rather loans you money against its worth. He stores the item for an agreed period of time, after which the loan must be repaid. If not, he is free to display it on his shop for sale at a price of his choosing. Ah yes, now you've explained it, I'm noticing little price tags on everything. Of course, simply by paying the agreed interest on the loan, one can extend the period of the safekeeping, I see. So you may pawn that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow. My treasured university uniform, it's the only thing I have. Never, it embodies my student spirit. My school spirit. Oh man, I wanted to look at the horse here, but I guess I can't. I think that's everything in this general area besides clicking him. We've already actually clicked him apparently. Back over here. Then it's probably the door, the calendar, and what is this? Oh, that's, wait, one of the photo machines is down. No, that's not the photo machine. What is this? It almost looks like the cat thing. Look at this, look at whatever could it be used for? Or I have no idea. Ah! There's a small catch here, just look. We're gonna open it, aren't we? Oh, what is this? Oh my, that's amazing! It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism, which we'll never manage to put back in the way we found it before. What are you two doing? What? Us? Nothing? No, nothing at all. Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. I feel as though we've seen something like this, I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. Have we seen something? Okay, whatever. Do you mean like this? We can look through two holes here. Now what do you suppose this erroneous machine is, or does? Seems to have two little windows for looking through. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. That is a stereoscope, I guess. Fascinating. It is aptly named, I assure you. You look through the little earpieces, eyepieces, not earpieces. You look through the earpieces, imagine, and see for yourself. Oh, I should be delighted to. Excuse me a moment while I have a look. Just before you do, there is something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically, as it were, you will need to be cross-eyed. Oh. However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today. Alright then, I'm going to try it. Ah! Mr. Naruhodo, you must see at once! Yeah! Alright then. So I need to be cross-eyed. I guess I'll try looking down at my nose. What the? I don't believe it. There's gonna be so many tiny inconsistencies in this next case that I can feel it in my bones. It's just a photographic print, but it looks like you could reach out and touch it. Yes, the sense of depth is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They're often found in little stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them. Why? Why are people meddling with such black magic? It is no magic, my dear madame. It is, well, far too complicated to explain at present. We'll save this lesson for another day, and we will have that another day whenever there's a murder or thievery afoot. Oh. So you can only explain things when there's crime. Let me see. The only other thing left was the door and the calendar. Let's do the calendar first. April 15th, it was the 15th. That's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? 15th of April, today's date. Noted. Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It's an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight, I tear the... Okay, this is important information. Every night at midnight, I tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date. The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself, Mr. Windybank. And who was it that walked out of here with the wrong violin before? Not even a real violin, a viola? Well, when the agreed storage period has passed without repayment, articles are forfeited, you see. You have to keep a very close eye on the date. It is something of a pawnbroker's obsession, you might say. Fair enough, huh? Oh, yes, I can see why you're very dedicated to your job, huh? What? Only tuppence for it? That ain't fair, and you know it! The article barely worth a penny, miss. I can't offer you any more. What happened here? Sounds like there's an argument brewing over there by the counter. He was just talking to us, huh? Come on, that can't be right. Have you ever even had a proper butcher's at it before? I've seen all I need to see, young girl. Oh. Well, we know her. Wait, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her. Oh, yes. It's the young lady from Mr. McGilda's trial 2 months ago. Who stole the gun? Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer. Earns her crust amongst large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. And she's got a new jacket that she's probably pawned off of somebody, and she's trying to sell here. Gordon Bennett, you lot! You steal that again? Hello, Miss Lestrade. I hope you've been well. Eh, what? You remember me then, do you? Well, yeah, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure. So, what are you doing in here? Dining out like the rest of us all? Nothing to eat? Come to pop that black weasel? Sorry, Codios you got? What is this black uniform that makes everyone want to cut? Look, Rienoski, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Your uniform kind of sucks. It's very drab, my guy. A good day, unless I'm mistaken. You would be the young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke gun launcher. Mr. Sholmes. So, have you something valuable to pawn off to you? Allow me to see the article and I shall negotiate with Mr. Windybank on your behalf. Pull the other one. I don't need any help from some stuck-up D. Get on my business. Go on or I'll make trouble for you. Well, I doubt she'll be a murderer, but she actually might be the next person on trial, to be honest. She certainly could be the last person on trial. As you wish, Miss Lestrade, I will happily remove myself from your presence. So this doesn't happen unless you probably look at everything. Maybe not everything that's on the shelves, but maybe there are a handful of things you have to look at. I don't know. He's really gone and done it. He's gone. He's really done it. He said, I'm out of here. I'm sorry, but as I said, there's really no room for negotiation here. What is that thing he has in his hand? Oh, it's another disc. Here we go. Hey, you! Go on, leave me alone! Oh, Miss Lestrade, just pretend we aren't here. We shan't be offended in the slightest. Susato, I don't know if Susato can really stand her own ground when she wants to. Whatever. Well, hello, you're a customer here today, huh? So I didn't really think that you were the sort who would use a pawnbroker, Miss Lestrade, but, I guess selling items that she's pickpocketed is a pretty good deal. Yeah, well, I am, alright. I'm a Londoner just like everyone else. That's a problem. That a problem, is it? No, not at all. It's just that, well... Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That thing probably don't even belong to her. Probably got it on the dive, didn't she? Yeah, I can see her with all of your Chevy Chase Not your Chevy Chase, dude. Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines. Ryunosuke, why admit it? You're not going to deny him, Mr. Naruhodo? Why would I lie? Alright then, I'm gonna come out and ask you straight. Do you pawn things you steal from other people? Well, I don't know how to answer that, really. Suppose, sometimes. You're not gonna deny it either, Miss Lestrade? Yeah, I was gonna say, these two are both too honest for their own good. But not this time, alright? I swear, that thing belongs to me. The disc that Mr. Windybake is holding? Perhaps we should see what he has to say about this. Oh, I have to go and examine and then talk to him. The disc, huh? Mr. Windybank, what exactly is this metal disc that Miss Lestrade has brought in? Seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on the surface, huh? Ah, this is a music disc, you see, for use inside of a music box, huh? A music box? We played it earlier, you dummy. What, you don't even know what a music box is? You Eastern lot ain't too savvy, eh? I know what a music box is, I've just never seen one of these discs before. Small protrusions on the metal disc, and we just learned about this, team, come on. Encode the tune to be played by the music box. You simply insert the disc, voila, sends out the machine going, and beautiful music plays. He might die. He may die. It's so incredible. Tell us what tune is on the disc. Well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There's so many different types of music boxes, you see. British made, German, Swiss. I have no way of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for. Oh, that's fair. I see, so it might not even work on that music box. Okay. And that's it in a nutshell. I wouldn't have any customers, I wouldn't have any customers for an item like this. Even if the young lady forfeited it. Really, I'm offering more than I should at a penny. That's a pack of lies. He told me he did. He said it was, well... Who was he? He? Who? Never mind you. It just ain't right, that's all. That just was good money, I know it is. Was he, Mr. McGilden, maybe? Maybe that was like her... No, he would have paid her cash. What are we talking about? Well, then you'll have to try your luck at another pawnbroker's, won't you? Ah. And what about her? She's been in before, of course, this little tatterdemalion. The tatterdemalion is crazy. I'm about to start calling people tatterdemalions. I brought some dubious article or other with her every time, I might add. Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me. So, is there something dubious about the disc she brought in today? Well, if it were only that simple. Sorry? What do you mean? What she actually brought in was a storage ticket. Oh. Oh. Ah, a storage ticket, so... Mrs. Rod actually has come to redeem an article from you today, is that right? Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff would need storing. Alright, yeah, that's definitely dubious, huh? The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight, but if she gave me the ticket for it and repaid both the loan and the interest, I was obliged to return the article to her. But what was the article? Do tell us, Mr. Windybank. I don't think he can. Never mind, the little scamp is wearing it. It's the overcoat that she redeemed, okay? Oh. What? What's wrong with that? It fits, don't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it does. Does it fit? So, what about the disc then? How does this come in all of this, huh? Ah, the disc is something else, huh? A new article to pawn if the girl and I can agree on a price. I'm confused. I thought you said that Miss Lestrade brought in a storage ticket today. She did both, huh? It's quite simple, really. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and the money owed. For this heavy black coat, which returned to her and care, as I understood. That's right, yes, and rather unsurprisingly, as soon as the little ragamuffin, not ragamuffin and, what was the other word? I already forgot it. Where is it? Tatterdemalion. I love a tatterdemalion. She went rifling through the pockets. Hilarious. And she found the disc. Oh, you mean... What? Don't you know it's rude to stare at a lady? I see. So it came from the pocket of the overcoat, did it? If you mean this disc, then yes, exactly, ma'am. And she immediately tried to pawn it. For quite a high price as well. It's a rather all suspicious, I think. Give it up. I'm just trying to pawn something like everyone else would. Miss Lestrade, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me. It doesn't really appear to be your size. Me old man. It's me old man's, ain't it? Is it Miss Lestrade? Yes, this definitely is all rather suspicious. All of it. But it's a perfect setup for a case where she is the murder suspect. Out of my way, please! Oh, well, that's not his voice. Oh, I forgot. We already met somebody else that we never ever saw again from the second case. At the very, like, beginning of the second case or something. Kind of had, like, a royalty vibe. Kind of similar to how this guy looks. Who's this picture postcard, Lamau? English gentleman. Good day to you, ladies. Gentlemen. What's your problem, eh? There is no problem as long as you remove yourself. I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor. And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. Oh my gosh. Look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. If you think you're such a gent, you should know how to wait in line. Well, you are an impudent little brat, aren't you? As well as a pickpocket. Hey! Hey, who are you? How do you know who I am? The question is, how do you know... how do you not know who I am? You haven't the courtesy to even remember the faces of your victims, it seems. Oh, what? You mean from you? Broker? Yes, sir. I believe this filthy pickpocket has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes. The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. Oh my. Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you. Nah, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This overcoat also doesn't look like yours, to keep it a buck. Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say, any music box disc too. No, you can't have it. You just can't. It's me old man's, or it was, now it's mine. I think she might be kind of telling the truth. Goodness, Mr. Naruhodo. This is a very awkward situation. Yes? I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail. Yep, someone's gonna get murdered. Someone's gonna get murdered, and someone's gonna get blamed. Picture postcard postman, gentleman. Excuse me, but who are you? One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Oh, sorry, yes, we're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here. Oh yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place. Why? Its inhabitants live on some fiery brown colored rather soup, dressed up with exotic spices. Ramen? You might be thinking of somewhere else, huh? What was that theatrical gesticulation about, huh? Gesticulation. Perhaps, anyway, if you are a gentleman, sir, you offer your own name first before inquiring after another. The name of another, rather. Yes, well, I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer. Well, student of law, really. No, you're a lawyer. You defended twice against the Reaper of the Bailey. Even though the first time, I don't know if we really count that one, but the second time you did a good job. My name is Susato Mikotaba. I am Mr. Naruhodo's assistant. I see. My name is Benedict. Yes. Egbert Benedict. Okay. Enchanté. He's sort of refined in how he holds himself and how he speaks, but that name is suspicious. I was going to say Egbert Benedict. I don't believe that. Now, to the matter at hand. I hate him. My overcoat. Return it at once to someone with style to carry it off. Every move he makes, every breath he takes, I can't stand watching him. Oh, I guess I don't need to do anything with you, sir. I guess we'll talk to Gina again. The gentleman's accusation. Hey, Mr. Stride, what does this gentleman say? Yeah. What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. I swear on my life, I ain't never laid eyes on that dandy before. Let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you brought in here just now. No, I swear it. I swear to God. It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street minding my own business. When this little gutterling ran into me, I knew at once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself. Those wretched pickpockets. Yet again. Oh yes, as you can see, I'm a man of impeccable style. This isn't the first time I've been targeted by these, backslum scoundrels. Now then, relinquish rather my coat. Gah. Come along now, Miss Lestrade. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police. Hold on, why does everyone think it's me? Just look at this dandy cove. You think I'm the dodgy one? I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you. Well, what about evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence that I've stolen something from you? Come on, let's see it. Oh, I have evidence naturally. You what? Evidence? I mean, if you got evidence, I'm sorry. We got to believe him. I'm sorry. Even though I'm actually pretty sure you are telling the truth for some reason. Evidence that the article Mr. Stride redeems actually belongs to this gentleman. Of course, we need only to consult Mr. Windybank's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place. Yeah, brilliant. Why didn't you think of that, Mr. Windybanks? I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. Oh? I never asked the customer's name. That's a what? That's a strict policy of mine. But why not? Well now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. Oh, okay. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity. I see. Then how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it? Just the ticket? Oh, it's quite simple. Good sir, might I trouble you for the watchword rather, associated with the article in question? Of course, it's Professor. Yes, that's right. And all the evidence we need. This gentleman is the rightful owner of the article, without doubt. A watchword? Interesting. Someone could just overhear that, couldn't they? Yeah, I don't think that's a very good, thing. Someone could, like, sneak in here, look up the watchwords, maybe. So about these watchwords, Mr. Windybanks, as I just explained, I never ask the customer's name when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why certain customers would like to keep their activities secret. Oh, well, look who's still over here. Ooh, look at that, yes, indeed. That wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Solmes now, was it? Great detectives have no dark secrets, none at all. Oh, okay. Yes, well, anyway, that's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of the numbers to unlock a vault. The date of deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, I give the storage ticket rather to the customer. When someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword. And if someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article? Well, then she would have had to tell you the correct watchword too, right? Yes, that's right, sir. Just as soon as the requisite fee is paid. And I've supplied you with the information you require already. But, for avoidance of doubt, the article in question is an overcoat deposited 2 months ago on the 15th of February. With a watchword of Professor. All perfectly correct information, sir. But ow! Really, this is beyond a joke now. There's no further room for doubt. Ugh. So, let that be an end to the matter. And thank you for your custom, Mr. Egbert Benedict, sir. Well, I suppose he is. You don't remember him coming in here? You know what I mean? It sounds like he doesn't remember either one of them coming in here to deposit that coat. He just must have a terrible... This guy sucks. But, goodness gracious. With such reasonable rates of interest, I may even decide to come back. That's why I hate grown-ups. Just because I'm a dive, everything thinks that makes me a liar. Well, you did do a lot of lying in court for suspicious Mr. McGilded, so... I can't exactly blame them. And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker. But of course, sir, here, this disc is for you. Just this one? Pardon, sir? I was expecting another. That is, I deposited another. Another disc? Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that this is what was deposited with me. What was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. This happened to be in one of the pockets. I was completely unaware of it until now. So, Gutterling, you're hiding more of what's rightfully mine, aren't you? Sazu, eh? I don't know nothing about nothing. Well, I don't know if I... Okay, here we go. Very well. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style. Wait a minute. That disc is mine. Whoa! Huh. What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal. Oh my gosh. Oh my! The disc is bloody. Yeah, there's blood on the disc. It's because of all those sharp little bumps. The man must have scratched his finger on them, but he's wearing gloves. I found it first, alright. I mean, it belongs to me, old man. Oh, you can't say I found it first, alright, Gina, because now I don't believe you anymore. Now I think they're both gutterlings. You're not having it. Or you take it. Me? If I hang on to it, they'll have me off again. So you keep hold of it. Mrs. Frad, why is this disc so important to her? Oh, Lord have mercy. Metal disc used to play music in a mechanical music box. The music remains unidentified and is stored on the disc by means of small protrusions. There's also his blood on the disc. You there, in the black livery. Hand that disc back to me at once, please. Now, don't. He's lying. Grown-ups are liars. What do I do now? How am I going to resolve this? I'm leaving. I'm going back. I'm going back to the office. Susuto, what do I do? I didn't want to do that. Susuto, I ran out of the building. I couldn't make a decision, Susuto. Susuto, what do I do? What do I do, Susuto? Can it really be that we've been in Great Britain for 2 months already? Yeah, it's gone by in a flash, hasn't it? And what an English gentleman you've trailed off there, Susuto. I'm sorry. When I thought it through, I realized it's not true at all, actually. I simply don't feel any Britishness has really rubbed off on you. Nor you, to be honest. Well, that's obviously because... Yes, I know. Without a doubt, it's your kimono. It most certainly stands out. You are one of a kind here in Great Britain. I do adore the attire of English ladies. It's quite delightful. But somehow, I just don't feel ready to abandon my Japanese dress just yet. Wonder how Susuto would look in Western clothes. That would be an interesting sight to see. Okay, I'm gonna go and settle what is going on in the pawnbrokery. Hey you guys, I'm back to make a decision. I'm just examining and not talking? Wow, Mrs. Strider's looking daggers at the mysterious gentleman. We need to do something to calm things down before she loses control and attacks him again. Look at those piercing eyes. He's clearly in no mood to talk. We have to do something quickly before this mysterious, oh, I know what I want to do. Look at Mr. Windybake, watching dimly over the shop. There's so many things I'm still curious about. So I don't feel like this is the right time to be browsing. Calming the situation, this frost situation must be our first priority. I'm fairly certain we can find, just the thing we need among the articles here in the shop. What? I thought for sure it would be this. Hey, Sholmes, help. Mr. Sholmes? What are you examining with such keen interest there? Are you enjoying a bar of caramel, I see? Is he depressed again? So? You found me at last, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows. Cruelly ostracized, as the rest of you partook in jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind, so I was too ashamed rather to let society see what my downfall had done to me. So feigning mock interest, I pretended examining the tedious trinkets in this desolate place. Whilst, as you shrewdly observed, gnawing on the only friend I have left, this 7% solution of caramel. Pray do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Mr. Naruhodo? How could you? I was so lonely, so desperate, so lonely, so desperately lonely. Then why didn't you rejoin the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know? Yes, I overheard most of your conversation, or rather, in my craving for human contact, my ears devoured every last word that was uttered. Oh, this is not for our case. We're just completely setting up for a battle of deduction and deduction things. You really were sad, weren't you? Oh, poor Mr. Sholmes, I feel simply awful for you. It would seem that my inferences are correct. Oh, surely you're not about to tell us that you solved the entire case once again? My dear madame, sometimes I wonder, were my genius for deduction to be commoditized, how much could I pawn it for? 7 pence. It would seem Mr. Sholmes said that in one of his flashes of inspiration. But who knows if it'll help lead to the resolve the situation between Miss Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman. What, you mean Mr. Benedict? Mr. Eggs Benedict? Yeah, we'll listen. What's the right thing to do? I guess we'll listen to him. Well, Miss Lestrade, it would appear you find yourself in somewhat of a predicament. Where the blue bases have you been, eh? Pardon? I mean, you told him to leave. When a lady's in trouble, a true gentleman's supposed to be there to help straight away, huh? Not an hour later. Harsh. You told him to scram. And who, pray tell, are you? This is Herlock Sholmes. Mr. Egbert Benedict. You have, in my eyes, a veritable encyclopedic array of curiosities about your person. Nevertheless, there are 2 immovable conclusions I have drawn. I beg your pardon. The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbrokery today is something that you have not yet revealed. What? And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation. One you will ostracate, which with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Wow. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions? How? He's turned as white as a hard-boiled egg. It would seem that once again, Mr. Sholmes has made a flawless deduction until he explains. Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah, yes, as I hoped. That is precisely why the pain expression I was looking for. Yes, it's time. So, shall we begin? The time has come for yet another Sherlock Holmes's Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. Here it is. The game is afoot. Mystery Man's aim. First of all, we must ask ourselves what business you ventured to this pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. Uh-oh, something in your hand. The real truth is quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand, he's gonna say it, the cane. Yes, what brought you here in the first place is that, oh, never mind, staff recruitment flyer. The piece of paper in your hand is a staff wanted advertisement for this very shop. Yet even the most unobservant would soon realize that is a man of your appearance rather has no need of such employ. In other words, there's some ulterior motive for your actions. Uh-oh. AG. Well, since his cane says AG, I have to imagine his name is not Eggs Benedict. The cane in which you unwittingly clutch in your person exhibits an incontrivable contradiction. What utter rot. I've had this cane for years. The contradiction which I speak of is the missing ferrule. I'm going to strangle him. The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip. And yet the detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of this stick to be utterly bare. I had a cane. Just like a fancy cane. You know what I mean? Like one of these when I was like, I think when I was probably like somewhere between like 10 and 14. Maybe it was, yeah, it was probably between 10 and maybe 14 or 15. That I was shopping with my mom, and there was this like burgundy cane that was on like clearance, and I was like, I would like this because I had a burgundy suit, and boy did I love that cane. Therefore, there's only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all. Oh, is it not a cane at all? You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? I will lie. In your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer to the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. What walking cane demands such a stout handle I am used? But of course I said this is no walking cane. No. That rod is a sheath for a sword. Is the broken handle of a shovel. Actually, sir, it's a spade. What? Are you insane? And now, having determined this undeniable truth, which is very deniable actually, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What a calculated crime you have conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime. He's such an idiot. Respectfully. But not all the time. Well, all the time. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. We must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have been planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, gentlemen, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel? What on earth do you propose I find there? Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose. Save for a fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have, to do as you say? Oh, but there is one ample reason. As you are only aware, too well aware, Mr. Benedict. And your fruitful glance is more telling than I could have ever hoped. What? Let us consider what motive a man to infiltrate a shop, such as this, and covertly dig beneath its floor. The answer is revealed by this council notice on the counter, which your eye is inadvertently drawn to. The letter gives a notice of public works to be carried out in the local area. Okay. And going to the enclosed plans of the upcoming sewage works, beneath the shop runs a sewer that adjoins to another, one that runs under the bank, opposite the side of the road. This madness has entered the sewers now, has it? I'm glad this is like the most we've heard somebody push back against one of his insane theories. By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterways. Yo, eventually one of his, like, things is gonna give somebody a terrible idea to commit a crime. That flows in every, very close proximity, rather, to the great vault of the financial institution, opposite. What are you? In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery in dint of underground tunnels. Master plan? Which brings us to the last and final chapter of this lurid scheme. With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? Having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about, because this whole thing is wrong. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see this, See, this man loves the circus. Oh no, this is the Crystal Tower, actually. This picture postcard tells us all we need to know. A postcard of the Great Exhibition? I'm afraid you've quite lost me. Currently in the final stages of preparation, the Great Exhibition will be soon underway. And the government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, the Crystal Towers. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank. On the other side of this road. Pardon? Yes, the considerable crime you have been contemplating is the theft of which sits, I feel like this is such a great plan. He should just do this instead. Of course, that is top secret police information, so keep it under your hat, please. How would he know? You've given him so much information. I feel like he's gonna do exactly this. Or maybe she will, you know what I mean? Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this pawn-broking puzzle. Yeah, Susato, I know, we're gonna need to help him. We're gonna need to help. Mr. Sholmes? Well, Mr. Naruhodo, an impressively upbeat deduction for a detective racked with loneliness, wouldn't you agree? Was it true what you said about the bank over the road and what was in its vault? Indeed, though few know of its existence, it is one of the government's most closely guarded secrets. Gregson told me in the strict confidence. But you just announced to everyone here, rather loudly in fact. Ah! And if it's such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it? There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly it is because the man is a criminal. But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he is a criminal, as you said, then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you revealed this. Yeah, right? Oh. Or if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Windybank will. He already has plenty of shovels here after all. On my life, I assure you, I'm not so unscrupulous. Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost care. Oh my gosh. One can never be sure. He's gonna give me a headache. One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets won't disclose them. And once the word is out, it's out. Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Sholmes. An excellent idea, Mr. Naruhodo. An excellent idea. He's a fool. Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, you know what to do, I'm sure. Yeah, let's go do our thing. Let's go fix his great deduction. His not so great deduction. Very well then, let's start from the beginning. Everyone, take 2. It's Naruhodo time! Hold it, Mr. Sholmes! Hip. You claim to follow the pickpocket with a redemption ticket, but that's certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. What brought you here in the first place is what? The staff recruitment flyer? No. So by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig through the floor. In an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault to the bank across the road, but he wouldn't have to get very far, rather, with a broken shovel, would he? Now, I think it's fair to say that his motives lie somewhere else. The question is, where? Probably behind this? Yeah. Oh my gosh, huh? It's a little picture of her. Oh! Look at the scribbled notes in the back of this flyer here. I don't believe it. What is it? Listen to what it says. Name, Gina Lestrade. Height, 5'2". Green cap, scruffy waistcoat, grubby white shirt, blue satchel, ragged. It's a detailed description of Miss Lestrade. Goodness, they're using a sketch of her head and all. Although if he showed it to her, she'd fire that smoke launcher right in his face for sure. It's not a bad sketch, to be honest. And look, the details of the shop have written down here too. Windy Bake's Pawnbroker, Baker Street, redemption deadline 15th of April, which is today's date. Why would Mr. Benedict have all this information scrawled on the back of this piece of paper? Well, I think I'll present this. No.
Take that!
Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, what brought you into the shop in the first place is the information about Miss Lestrade. Quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing and sketch on the reverse of that flyer pertain to the pickpocket of Miss Lestrade and the Mr. Windybank's pawnbrokery here. Ah. You originally told us, that you had merely given chase to Miss Lestrade after Miss Lestrade took the redemption ticket from you. But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie. It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Windy Bake's pawnbrokery today and the redemption deadline of that overcoat. So you waited outside for the young girl matching the description you have written down to arrive. And you have gone through some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Miss Lestrade. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. The cane, which you hold in your person, it's got an incontrovertible contradiction. What utter rot? I've had this cane for years. The contradiction that I speak of is incorrect. Stop him. Stop him right now. What's a furl? It's the metal cap commonly found at the end of a cane, Mr. Nahodo. That bit makes the nice clanking sound on the pavement, right? Yes, exactly. And Mr. Sholmes is right. It appears to be missing on this cane. But it doesn't actually look broken, does it? No, it doesn't. Though the gentleman certainly did recoil when Mr. Sholmes identified the cane as suspicious. In other words, there's something secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict would rather not, we'd rather not know. So I think it's just the initials on the cane, to be honest. Look here, Miss Susato. There's some letters on the handle. Ah, yes, those letters must be initials, I think. In the West, it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with their first letters of their names. So Herlock Sholmes would be HS, you mean? That's right. And the initials on this cane, obviously... Oh. AG? Why does it feel as though that's not quite right? Well, I mean, is that a crocodile alligator up there? I didn't even see that. Look at this. Goodness gracious. It's kind of interesting. Oh, and now... Okay, I actually love that you can actually see this here. Getting a 3D, and there's the other one, the second one. It's very nice to get a 3D look at this, this shop, because you can see some additional details. I'm glad they did that, actually, a lot. Anywho, here, take this initially.
Take that!
Point at him, Naruto. The contradiction which I speak of is, of course, initialing. A most astute observation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Egbert Benedict? We are led to believe that your initials are EB. Yet, in a most possessive manner, you have in your grasp a cane bearing the initials AG. An incontrovertible contradiction indeed, would you not agree? no, you're wrong. What did he say? You said before that you had that cane for years. So, don't try and tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it at the park. In short, you thought, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true name. Oh, he ripped something. You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? In your recoiling, you would inadvertently facilitate the answer to the next conundrum. Namely, the truth behind this rod you bear. Your reaction betrays the truth. The handle. It's not the handle. I don't know what it is. I kind of felt like maybe it's like a sheath for a sword, but I was like, maybe that's it. That's digging too deep of a hole. Let's get into the bare bones of what's happened here. Mr. Lestrade redeemed the fine-looking overcoat. And now a mysterious man has appeared, introducing himself with a fake name and claiming the overcoat to belong to him. But we actually know that he actually identified Mr. Lestrade from a written description, which suggests that everything else he's told us is untrue. So what we need to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. Is he too big for it? Did he just rip it? Yeah. Oh, the seam on the shoulder is coming apart, look. So it is. Do you know, a moment ago when Mr. Benedict was surprised by something that was said, I thought I heard a rather strange noise. It sounded like a tiny growl. But now that I think about it, it was probably the sound of the seam ripping. If you look closely, it doesn't seem to be a very tight fit. The sleeves are stretched to bursting, and he wouldn't have a hope of fastening it at the front. If he were to run around it, I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart. I think I'd like to see. I'm sorry? So how can you make Mr. Benedict run around? She's really giving this some thought. She loves her English gentleman, apparently. Here. Hey, point at him, Naruhodo. The split seam, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. Yes, because the overcoat is a rather obviously poor fit. Having forced over your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart. My suspicions were aroused from the onset. When you so baldly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket. The catalog of untruths has been for one very specific purpose. To steal the article that the young girl redeemed from Mr. Windybank. Hey, don't do all that. You're gonna rip it even more. But really, what really irks me is this. That considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. For now, I think now someone might do exactly that, to be honest. To abscond with a redeemed item. This conclusion is obviously wrong now, so we're gonna have to immediately jump off of his original claim. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. We must expose the details of the elaborate crime you have been planning. This is utterly absurd. No, it's not. You suggest that I, a gentleman, deign to wheeze some filch from designed rather a wheeze to filch some tawdry article of pawnage. Oh, goodness gracious. Have you forgotten that I redeemed the article in a proper manner using the watchword? Had I not been one to deposit in the first place, how could I have possibly known the relevant details? N'est-ce pas? Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict, and your furtive gaze is more telling than I could have ever hoped. What? Let's consider how one might learn a secret watchword relating to a pawned property of another. The method is revealed to be the council notice. Okay, well, that's clearly wrong. Clearly. The direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, huh? Yeah, no more talk of tunneling into sewers, which is a pity because it all sounded rather exciting. Anyway, you can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword. Yes, Professor. If you didn't know that word, Mr. Windybank would never allow you to redeem the article. Or looking at it another way, if you did know the watchword, Mr. Windybank would allow you to redeem the article whether it was yours or not. So the question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword somehow? Is it not just the ledger? The gun. Yeah, I think it would just be the ledger. Or notelet. Look at this, Miss Susato. It appears to be a memo that Mr. Windybank scribbled to himself. Let's see, what does it say? Oh, Professor. Professor? Mr. Windybank must make a note of watchwords his customer gives him right before their eyes. And in an alarmingly clear script as well. Oh dear, I don't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see? Well, I guess we'll just do this, huh? Hey, Naruhodo, if you could point at him. Hey, you didn't point, my boy. Where's your point going? Put that finger down. What you doing? Boy. The method is revealed by the notelet on the counter to which your eyes inadvertently drawn. Yes, the broker here follows the same procedure whether a customer follows, whenever a customer follows to redeem an article. He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response uttered on a notelet he has. Then he consults his ledger, confirms whether or not the watchword matches the article of clothing in question. I would expect nothing less of a diligent pawnbroker. But his diligence clearly has its disadvantages. What are you talking about? It's increasingly apparent that you were present in the shop before your accusation against Miss Lestrade. In all likelihood, you followed her inside and then observed her talking to Mr. Windybank. And when the diligent pawnbroker made a note of the watchword, as is commonplace, you observed him writing the word professor on the notelet beside the ledger. And that, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal the password, or to steal the pawned article, rather, from the young lady, Miss Lestrade. Master plan? Which brings us at last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. Why would you go to such lengths to redeem that particular article from the pawnbroker? Are you quite serious? For an ill-fitting overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort, much less a worthless music box disc. Oh. It's not the disc, then? I thought it would be the disc. Naturally, you had very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict? I had no idea what you were talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see this picture postcard? Okay, well, stop. The article we're talking about... Can I open my... I was gonna say, can I examine the... I don't think I ever examined the thing. The articles we're talking about are the overcoat and the music box disc, was in one of the pockets, which according to Mr. Windybank wasn't even worth a penny, and yet this man went to such great lengths to steal them. Why? Wonder if perhaps we've already the evidence we need to explain to Mr. Naruto. Could we? Really? Yeah, I don't think we ever actually looked at this, and that's such a shame because I pretty much always do. For Mr. McGill did. Oh, there's a little scrap of paper on the reverse side of the disc, look. And a scribbled word or two. It looks like somebody's name. For McGilded. McGilded? It couldn't be! But it is, Mr. Naruhodo, a name I shall never forget for as long as I live. But why? Why is his name on this? Dude, I should have looked at this ages ago. Dude, these are really sharp. Goodness gracious. No wonder he cut his finger. Dude, they're really, really sharp. Ugh, that's terrifying. It's like a bunch of tiny mountains. Anywho. Here. Present this.
Take that!
Hey, are you gonna point at him this time? That's my boy. You see, the music disc tells us all we need to know. What's that on the back? It reads for McGilded. Ugh. Mr. Magnus McGilded. The unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. A prominent man in London, though his loan mongering demonstrated a lack of scruples. He was very, unscrupulous. So, you're an associate of his, aren't you? Or rather, a subordinate? Mr. McGilda was a man of unusually small stature, in fact. Oh. Which is precisely the right size for the overcoat that you squeezed yourself into. Ugh. Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Egbert Benedict, but the final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today. Was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Mr. Magnus McGildet. Alright, someone stop him. To acquire an item deposited by Mr. McGildet. His name's still coming up. Elementary. Very good. Very nice. Well, Mr. Magnus McGildet. Not a name I expected to hear in these circumstances. I actually kind of did a little bit when she said, but that guy told me, that it would be worth something or something like that. I even said, was it Mr. McGildet? I feel like he would just pay her though, but maybe he fooled her instead. Mr. Solms, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind. Pray tell, Miss Susato. Well, according to what Mr. Windybanks told us earlier, today was the final day on which the coat could have been redeemed, was it not? Yes, ma'am, that is correct. I missed a line of dialogue. Okay, maybe I didn't. Well, today is the 15th of April, so 2 months ago today. Would have been the 15th of February, sir. That's right. It's all carefully recorded in my ledger. Is that the day that Mr. McGilda caught on fire? Deposited at 10:30 p.m. I see. Wait a minute. What? But that suggests... Yes, the 15th of February is precisely the day on which the omnibus murder took place. Oh! Not the day he caught on fire. The day the omnibus murder took place. At 10:30. And 10:30 in the evening is precisely at the time which the terrible events were unfolding. Wait. Suggestive is not the word. It would seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence. You are, of course, at liberty to make whatever outlandish deductions you choose. However... Oh! I must insist you hand over the music box disc now. Hey, my dude, Mr. Guy with the gun on the desk, if you could take fire at him, it would be a terrible shame for you not to return to your native land, for you to return to your native land in a box. What do I do? Nah, bro. There are some things a man must protect at all costs. This may well be one of those things. Then again, it may not. Yeah, my boy Windybanks! I was about to say, you better pull out your gun, boy. This is my shop. I can't allow harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I should have to take my own life. Mr. Windybanks, no! Alright, that's enough. Who's here? Okay, great. The police. Inspector Gregson! Inspector? That's right, Sunshine. The alarm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines. So we got here as fast as we could. Now, what's this all about, eh? Oh, praise be, you're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my own establishment. He wasn't gonna shoot him, he was gonna shoot himself. That's crazy. It would seem you have the upper hand. I'm surprised we did it. I thought he was gonna get away. Right, you lot have some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered by some petty argy-bargy. Petty? Mr. Windybank very nearly met his end, so did Mr. Naruhodo. Yeah, by his own gun as far as I can tell. Oh dear. And all Britain could meet its end if I don't get to bottom of the case I'm supposed to be working on. What? What on earth is the case, Inspector? Spare no detail, Gregson. I might have said a little too much, huh? No matter, it's nothing to do with you lot. He says now. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station. But of course, Inspector. Lamau! He's getting away! Get after him, lads! Whistle the beat officer, too. Sir! He's gonna get away. There's been a spat of thefts at pawn shops around here recently. And now we've fitted emergency buttons underneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there's trouble. Oh, Inspector, I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed. Now then, Mr. Permanently in Mourning. Oh, yes? Oh, because of what he's wearing. I'll be taking that whatever it is Mr. Guild is down to the yard, whatever it is of Mr. Guild is down to the yard, thank you very much. So this was deposited here at the exact time that the bad things were happening on the omnibus. So Mr. McGilded couldn't have been the one to actually deposit this here. Wow, so we are maybe gonna get the truth of this first case. Good. Not the first case, I guess technically the third case. Good. So hand it over. Oh, yes, of course. Hey, no, don't give it to him. It's mine, that it is mine. I'm sorry, miss, but anything belonging to Mr. Gilded has been taken in as evidence now. As evidence? Ooh. Had an almost sneeze. The worst kind of sneeze. I just wish it would have just happened. If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. Okay. Then she tackles the inspector, makes him bleed too, and takes the disc. And so we handed Mr. McGilded's disc over to Inspector Gregson. And we're similarly, we still don't know what that telegram that we got earlier was about. Turfed out on the street of the shop and onto the street. I was gonna say, I assume that's part one of this whole debacle that's about to go down. Interesting. Huh. I mean, we will stop because we're at about. I mean, we could go for like a little bit longer, I guess. I mean, we did a whole like part one. You know what I mean? But I like to see a little bit of what's going on here. See? That's why I hate grown-ups. All they do is feed a pack of lies and then take stuff from you. Really, Miss Lestrade, tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? What? Oh, my, surely you were given that. Yeah, the D let me keep it after I looked daggers at him for long enough. He went through the pockets and said, "Go on then, have it," before telling me to scarper. Always pays off giving people a look like you ate them. I can't help but feeling that it's going to get you in serious trouble one day. One day, or this case. What I really want is that nice shiny disc mine. The music box disc? Mr. Windybank said it was practically worthless. I think I'm gonna go and have another bash. Give him a long hard stare, Lamau. I think not, Miss Lestrade. We shan't enter Windybanks again today. Why not? That's not fair. Can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Windybank. But that disc is mine. I had the ticket for the coat, and it was in the coat's pocket. There should be something else, and there should be something else and all. Oh man, they're right. So she has this kind of information, probably from Mr. McGilda himself. There should be 2 discs. Maybe Mr. McGilda lied about the second disc, or whoever turned it in for him has the second disc. That would make the most sense. That's what the Rotten Cove said, ain't it? Yeah, he did mention something about another article, didn't he? Well then, that's mine too, whatever it is. Now she's really pushing her luck. Mrs. Shred, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for today. Yeah, and it's all your fault, Mr. Sholmes. You would have had nothing if not for him. What are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? Aye? Iris would be delighted to cook, I'm sure, and I might entertain you with a modest violin recital. No, Ta. Oh? Why would I come round your place, eh? Have you lost your minds or something? And then she disappeared. Oh dear, she's gone. Having reviled on me, quite unnecessarily rather, I might add, I can't help but wondering if perhaps she might have turned up anyway, or she might turn up anyway, rather. Interesting. Once she has a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she'll decide to come. Very well then, I'll inform Iris to set a place for our potential guests at the dinner table this evening. And one more thing. I should be glad of your company later too. Sorry. I believe I'll have a rather splendid surprise. Just I don't know if I'd like splendid surprises from you, Mr. Sholmes. Oh, how exciting. What is it? You shall have to wait and see, Mr. Sato. Until then, later. Or until later, then. Anything on the streets around here? No? No? Okay. We'll just head out. I'm not gonna play for too much longer, but I do want to see what's gonna happen to this dinner, not for nothing. I'm at least very curious. Huh? Do we just want to go to the Sholmes suite? Yeah, I guess so. Shouldn't be anything new in our apartment. Or our office. 3:46 p.m. Ah, Susie! Bruno! Come in, come in! Good afternoon, Iris. Thank you so much for breakfast this morning. Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at the time already. Busy as always. I am. I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening. Already? You're obviously cooking something special, are you? Oh yes, after all, we have a special guest joining us. Guess who it is? Go on. Hehe, you'll never guess. Look at those little eyes of hers shining. Oh dear. Is it awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it? It's Guinea! Isn't that exciting? Oh, what a surprise! Yeah, that's wonderful news! Wow, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea. That's her buddy. I can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real from a real professional. It's hilarious. Oh yeah, that does sound like fun. I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you Mr. Naruhodo? By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sholmes up to? Hey, don't worry. We won't tell Susan no. I'm trying to learn some pickpocketing too. It's gonna be great. Oh. Hurley? Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. I beg that you won't speak to me. Sorry? I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here. I don't know how to respond to that. I do apologize. When he gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything. Yeah, I see. Yep, I understand. Really, he behaves just like a child sometimes, Hurley does. Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they? Yeah, except one of the one that you expect to be the child is definitely the parent, and vice versa. Except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Right. Come to think of it, I wonder where her real parents are. What's the matter, Bruno? You have such a funny look on your face. Oh, no, it's nothing. I know what it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes, just wondering, am I right? How did you know? Hee. Oh, Bruno, I can read you like a book. This girl is dangerous. Don't worry, you can ask me anything. I won't mind. Okay. I guess we'll ask you. What's up? Oh, well, yeah, about Guinea, sure. We'll start there. So, you mean Miss Lestrade, right? The young lady from the McGilda case 2 months ago? Yes, who also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although, after the trial, I invited her back here and we had dinner together. And now we're the best of friends. Oh. Oh, hee hee. What a lovely table. Oh, lovely tail, not table. They have no table here. This is literally just a chest in the middle of the room. They have tables in here. Not like a dining room table, whatever. Yes, now if I bump into her on the street, she runs away as fast as she can. Oh. I don't know if that's friendship. And I chase her down the back alleys. I don't know if that's friendship, Iris. Interesting idea of friendship. And then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I developed. Oh, okay, well then maybe it is friendship. There's so many beautiful colors in the world, Guinea wants me to make a whole rainbow. I think she just wants free ammunition. I suppose this means you've let Mrs. Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you? Yes, that's right. I got bored of it anyway. Hurley reacts the same when I shoot him with it now. Poor Hurley. Oh, I can't wait for Guinea to arrive. It's been too long since she last came over. I'm so excited. I just hope she actually does show up. And she's not, like, being accused of murder. Living with Sholmes. I hope that's not the surprise. Actually, I hope that's not the surprise. I'm sure you've been wondering why it is that I live here with Hurley, haven't you? Well, yeah, it has crossed my mind. That and where are your real parents? Mummy and Daddy aren't with me anymore. She had a real somber expression. It's a real shift. Mummy passed away when I was born. And around the same time, my father. Well, he had to go to a faraway land because of one of the cases he and Hurley were working on. Oh. Wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley? Yes! Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together. She didn't mention that before. He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what's in the metal chest over here. Oh, lore! Oh, really? He recorded them all? So he could still be alive, or he could be the person who was murdered in the very first case. Because I'm pretty sure that the person's last name was Watson, and I'm pretty sure she is Wilson. I'm pretty sure she is. Well, hold on. Was the person who died in the first case Watson or Wilson? I don't remember. I'm gonna have to double check. So you mean it's true, Mr. Sholmes? Really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases? Yes. I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it? Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father? Exactly. Oh, look at the little, like, Herlock Sholmes bunny and the little her version of the mouse in as the little strap on the backpack. That's really cute. Hurley told me that I wasn't allowed to look in the chest. But that only made me want to look even more, rather, so I opened it and found your father's memoirs. Yes, so I asked Hurley, who wrote these? And he nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me, that's when I found out that the author of those accounts was my father. So Iris's father was Mr. Sholmes' partner. You know more about your dad? I've practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. So it came as quite a shock when Hurley told me that he wasn't really my daddy, I mean. Oh. Yeah, it must have done. I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you at such a young age. Hurley says it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me. Yeah, you've got some pretty impressive powers of deduction. Oh? Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways rubbed off on me. There are just some things that I can just see. Especially lies. I know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes. Right. Yeah. Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, actually. I'd always assumed that Mr. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling tales. Oh no, Hurley's hopeless like that. He forgets everything as soon as he solved a case. It all vanishes from his mind. Oh, I see. The other day, it was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he just solved. So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again. It was quite a shock for everyone. You can say that again. He forgot us briefly, or like right after he solved our case, right? You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson. Uh-oh. I learned from his diaries that he is a doctor of medicine, you see. That's what prompted me to study, and study so that I could earn a doctorate as well. Iris's father, who went to some distant land, you should be putting two and two together. This was your case, Ryunosuke. And is a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson. There you go. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. That's right. Visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Yume University. And the man who, in the most bizarre circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan. Iris's dad. We kind of like suspected that, but I was like, is it somehow not? Miss Susato? Yes. Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time. I think that would be for the best. Okay, I'm glad she's realized it too. Well, now that we've realized it, I'm pretty sure that Iris has probably realized it already. Cause Kid is quick on the pickup. Sholmes probably has not though. My dear fellows, how good it is to see you. Like, Mr. Sholmes. Why ever did you not make your presence known to me before? We did. We tried. Well, no matter now. So, how the devil are you? I hate him and love him. He's a mixed bag for me. We've been with you for most of the day. Goodness, really? Do tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed? My violin? Whatever you're talking about, dear madame. Oh, never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Alright, the surprise. Behold, my dear fellows. That is a surprise. Oh, another music box disc. No, not another disc, Miss Susato. This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence, the Mr. McGilded disc. Oh my. Then what's it doing here? You know, at times, Mr. Naruhodo, I think that though I have an undeniable turn for detection, I may be even more adept at larceny. Maybe don't reveal that to everyone. Ooh, that would be wonderfully exciting. I'd be your pickpocketing assistant. No. And Runo could be our go-to lawyer if we ever got caught. No. Right. Plus, Susie's got such beautiful handwriting, she can write all of our menacing crime notifications. Yes, I'd be delighted. Susato! I'm just gonna pretend that this conversation never happened. I think. Okay. What are we at? The music box, I guess. I don't understand. How did that disc come into your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard. Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I always carry some of this. That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes. Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. If you will humor me, my dear fellows, and cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated the disc. I'll be taking that whatever it is of Mr. McGilda's down to the yard, thank you very much. So hand it over. Oh yes, of course. If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to yes, we have no choice but to hand it over, capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. For the briefest of moments, I had the disc in my hand, did I not? I guess so. Yeah, you did. But I still don't understand. It was precisely at that moment that I summoned one of my one and only friend into action. I pressed the disc into a pair of bars. Oh, he remade the disc. Wow, okay. Like this. That's actually very impressive. He's won me back over. This, I'm telling you guys, me and Herlock were like this and this and this and this. We are a real roller coaster of how I feel about him. But right now, he's on the up. The disc and the minuscule protrusions, goodness gracious, we've been recording for too long, have made an image into the caramel. Indeed, this caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know, subtly soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting, the result of a precisely controlled solution. How extraordinary. Carrying a pair of these on one's person frequently provides useful, indeed. Take a house key, for example. A simple press and its unique form is duplicated. Wow. Okay. I can enter anyone's property at will, and never with high sucrose, without high sucrose nourishment. Yes, it sounds, illegal. From the image, I was able to create this. I confess I was most curious to know what manner of music, would issue from the disc when played. Music on the disc? Is it even music, actually? Do tell us then, Mr. Sholmes. What music does the disc play? Why tell you when I can have you listen as well? Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. No idea? None whatsoever. Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows? No, I'm afraid not. Goodness, you don't know, Runo? No. Inside of, well, actually, I do. I didn't know how the disc thing worked, but I guess it's pretty much in these same regards. Inside a music box, there's a special metal called a cone, which produces a sound. Small, protuberances pluck the different tips of the cone as they rotate past, making the different notes play. The first music boxes invented used a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it. But over time, a new type of player was produced, which uses discs such as these. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe. Why exactly? Because you could replace the disc? Yeah, the discs were easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate a different, the playing of different tunes. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result. It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music even when no performer is present. But it is the very success of the invention that means that we are now presented with an insurmountable problem. What do you mean? As you may imagine, the construction of one's firm music box does not match one of another. We have no way of knowing which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. There is no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intractable. I mean, well, I guess Mr. McGill is so rich he may have a wide variety of music boxes. Or not. Who knows? Ah, I see. So that's why. Naturally, I tested the disc in the few music boxes I have at my disposal. But as you can hear, to no avail. Okay. The results were equally unsatisfactory as this one. So, I am presently engaged in acquiring an example of all music boxes ever made in Europe. Oh, wait, I'm not sure if that's necessary. Every single one Ah, that's Hurley for you, always thinking things too far. But my dear girl, an unsolved riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution. But surely all the different types of music boxes in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it? Yes, that's certainly true. In the worst case, I shall just have to ask you to vacate the attic room. Now hold on a minute. What? I mean, sure, let's get through his dialogue and then we will call it. I'm very intrigued on how this case will go, but I don't have much more time. Unfortunately. Magnus McGilden, not a name I expected to hear again so soon. Yeah, it's only been 2 months since that grisly case, and his grisly demise. McGilden perished within hours of the trial's conclusion. Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows, still now. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash, and not a shred of evidence remained. And with the man's death, it's so. I wonder if we're gonna like learn the about the scar that's on his face, across his face. The truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. I don't know if that's true. I think we will be able to find like, oh, we might not learn more about that murder. Maybe we will, but I think more so we're gonna learn about. I mean, the fact that somebody dropped something off of his at the time that murder was happening. Even though we successfully established Mr. McGilda's innocence in the trial, the newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case. It is an unsolved case. I assume we're probably gonna get, yeah, they're recapping all of this. We're gonna get a conclusion. The murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened that night. Guinea might. Although Mr. McGilden was found not guilty through my defense, I still don't know if it was the right judgment or not. Guinea might. Gina. It would appear the case is not yet closed. Very fascinating. Well, it's time I started getting things ready for dinner, I think. Guinea will be here before long. Thank you, Iris. Unless she's being accused of a murder. Which... I guess at this point would be pointless. I thought it would be more of a point if she was still in possession of the disc. Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie. There's plenty to do. I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful, performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it? Let's be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes, and never leave anything too precious with the pawnbroker. Yes, so you may be right. Oh, that reminds me of something Mr. Windibank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of Iris's in pawn, didn't he? Did he? I actually don't think he said a manuscript of Iris's, did he? Yes, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Solmes's latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom, were his words, I believe. Ah, so you heard about that, didn't you? I expect you were as incensed as I was. Oh yeah, so it is one of Iris's, fair enough. The idea of a wonderful story languishing in Mr. Windibank's storeroom, gathering dust? My dear madame, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it. More secure than a bank's vault. And what about your, a Stradivarius, Hurley? Was it safe and secure? It was. Well, there may be the occasional mix-up. Because of you, caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now. Here's the other thing. We almost saw somebody else claim something that did not belong to him, and if Herlock Sholmes wasn't there, Windibanks was definitely going to give it to, the other dude. You know what I mean? Oh, then that other person might have also worked for Mr. McGilded, the person we met way, way earlier during Soseki's case. Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley? Oh, it sounds exciting. The Hound of Baskervilles. Baskervilles, there we go. I should love to read it. Oh? Oh? Oh! Actually, that's a good point. Did they ever say the name? Ah! What's going on here? Why does it feel like an icy chill just swept through the room? Susie, what did you just say? Oh my gosh. That's what was in the memo. That's the one thing that was like, what? How would you know that? You said the Hound of Baskersville, or Baskervilles. But how could you know the full title? Well, that's because Miss Susato is a great fan of all the stories of Mr. Sholmes, of course. But Runo, the Hound of Baskersville, has never been published. What? When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet. I don't understand. That's why he said he'd keep it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see. So that's why the manuscript is at Windibanks? And yet, how could Susie here know its title? Well, Hurley, what's going on? Ah! What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It would appear our guest has arrived. What is going on? Like, I assume it, I thought it was from the telegram, but maybe there's something more going on here? Miss Lestrade! This was a bad idea. I knew I wasn't welcome. I'm going. Oh man, she was quick. No, wait, hold on, Miss Lestrade. We've all been eagerly awaiting your arrival, actually. Haven't we, Iris? Oh, yes, just wait right there, Jenny. We'll have everything ready in a jiffy. Come along, Susie. Right, of course. It's a pleasure to see you here, Miss Lestrade. Please make yourself at home. Oh, Susie, you have dug yourself a grave, dude. Don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. What say you to some, meddlesome? I won't take no for an answer. Meddlesome it is, then. Yep. How you doing, Gina? Have you met our cat? That's my boy. You make this game the greatest game of all time. He just showed up and said, I'm here! That evening! I prepared for us a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mr. Sholmes' violin performance was in no way meddlesome. And Gina, as we came to call her, oh, fair enough, so we're on a first name basis now, taught us all how to steal things from another without being noticed. Yes! New skill acquired! Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves, well into the night. Okay. That was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it? Oh yes, Iris's cooking was truly divine. I feel as though I can still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Sholmes' violin even now. Best of all, I bet I could steal glasses from his lordship's face next time we're in the court. That's crazy. Oh, Lamau! You were the one who were like, I'm not sure that's such a great idea. Now she's like, it's time for thievery. Naruhodo-san, could I consult with you about something, I wonder? What's the matter, Susato-san? It's about the telegram I received. Yeah, it's about time. Ah, the one that arrived first thing this morning, I suppose. I've been summoned What? Summoned? What do you mean summoned? Oh. The telegram was from Lord Chief Justice's office. Lord Strongheart has asked me to come. Oh, wait a minute. What am I talking about? Inevitably, she's gonna have to be put on trial because she's our judicial assistant. Happens every time. Lord Chief Justice, when? Tomorrow morning. What? Then we have to start preparing at once. Oh, no. That won't be necessary, Naruhodo-san. I've been summoned alone. Alone? What on earth for? I have no idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow. What's all this about? Whatever it is, it's making me feel very uneasy. Oh man, I thought Gina, old Guinea, was supposed to be the one who was gonna be like at the thing. Potentially are wrongfully accused, and now it's definitely gonna be Susato. There's no doubt in my mind that this game is gonna be like, hey, chapter 5, guess it has been too long since your judicial assistant has been accused of murder. In fact, it hasn't happened at all this game. Usually it's been Ryunosuke, McGilded, who probably did it. So Seki is her time to shine. Who was that? Well, then, how do you know the full name of the title? I thought that would be the telegram. Oh, who could that be, I wonder? Good evening, friends. Hey, what's up, Iris? Hello. Oh, Jenny's here, too. And Gina, too. Yes, Jenny's gonna stay with us tonight. She's going to sleep in with me. Isn't that right, Jenny? Well, yeah. Oh, how lovely. Let me make a pot of tea. The girls are having a sleepover. You know, I've learned so much today. Oh, what in particular? All those things Jenny showed us. Wasn't it wonderful? Ah, you mean all those pickpocketing techniques? We had fun trying them on each other, didn't we? Okay, I still have my armband. I just wanted to make sure. Wait a minute. Oh, is your name gonna be like Egbert? Yeah, Egbert Benedict question mark? Yeah. Was this guy the same person we saw earlier? So when I said to myself, oh, interesting. When I was thinking to myself, I was like, we had someone who had like a similar, like, I feel like hairstyle and disposition as this guy. And I was like, that guy's probably working for Mr. McGilda too. It may have just been this guy in a different outfit. Honestly. May have been. Let's continue. You might be getting ahead of yourself there. So, what brings you up to our humble little quarters at this late hour? A conversation from earlier. Well, you see, I came to return this. See, that's what I was talking about. I was like, no, you don't even pretend like don't even pretend. I still had it. That's what I was checking. I was like, did someone steal my armband? Wait, what? That's mine. Oh my, however did you? I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it. Now, game, you should have removed this from my inventory. I guess I'd forgotten. Iris is literally a child genius. So anyway, here, you can have it back. Not that I really understand why you wear it, though. Ah, thank you. Alright then, good night. Yeah, good night. One more thing. So this is your office, isn't it? Don't just start saying that now. We've been here for like 2 months. What do you think, Jenny? I think it wouldn't fancy me. I wouldn't fancy me chances with a lawyer what lives in a place like this. Now hold on a minute. Her saying that now makes me believe that she is gonna be the one that we have to defend. You know what I mean? Yes, me too. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna fight the both of them. This office is great. It seems as though Iris here still has something she'd like to talk about. Alright, Cody. I suppose she probably wants to talk about the manuscript. Yes, I suppose she does. I think next time, I think we will probably stop here. Because it feels like if I keep going, it feels like we're about to get into the heat of something. Because I feel like once we get through this night, someone's gonna get accused of murder, and somebody is going to have died. I don't know if it's going to be the pawnbroker, or honestly, Lord Strongheart. Someone's gonna die, though. And at this point, now I'm kind of 50-50 on, will it be Jenny from the block, who's going to be the one who is, accused of murder, or is it going to be, on the other hand, our homie Susato? I think it has to be one of these two. I just don't know which of the two it's gonna be. We will see. Next time, which hopefully this releases on Tuesday. Not last week, I literally had the episode ready. Monday night, recorded. I was gonna render it Tuesday morning and just forgot to render it. And then I rendered it on like Thursday, and then just realized now there's not really a good time to post it. So I posted it like Saturday morning. So you're getting like 2 episodes within like the course of 4 days. So for those of you who are very excited for the rest of the series, get in here. You got 2 in a couple of days. Next time is gonna be 7 days for real. So I'll see y'all next Tuesday, unless this doesn't come out Tuesday, which would be funny. But I'm gonna do my best. Tulu Flight Crew, thank you for watching.